What's up, guys? Welcome back to another day. We have a 2009 Nissan Murano that is smoking under the hood, and the client's saying that it smells like something is burning under the hood. So when you have smoking or a burning smell under the hood, there's like two things it could be. One, you could be losing coolant and it could be leaking on your exhaust. Or two, it could be leaking valve covers. It's completely dumping oil all over your exhaust, which is what's the case with this 2009 Nissan Murano. And as you can see, this one is really bad. And this is a valve cover. And this is how we are going to fix this massive oil leak. The reason we're replacing the entire valve cover and not just the gasket, because you can just get the gasket. The problem is you can't get these guys. These seal your ignition coils for your spark plugs. It keeps oil from leaking inside your ignition coil and causing a misfire. You cannot replace these on this particular valve cover because they're made into the valve cover. So in order to repair this properly and seal this whole valve cover, unfortunately you have to buy the whole thing. So we have one valve cover here, which is the easy one. The other valve cover you can't see because all of this is in the way. So we're gonna start taking all of this apart and we're gonna switch out these valve covers, and then we're gonna change the oil and clean everything up, and this one should be good to go. Move this hose. I had to be very careful because these rubber hoses aren't so rubbery no more. They're really hard. So hopefully we can remove this without it breaking. I'm going to attempt to use my little pick tool. See, it's already splitting. Thank goodness for that. Plug our mass airflow sensor there. See if we can just get this cover out of our way. Move our air filter. Little 10mm here. And we should be able to lift that box out of there. Yep, move him out the way. It's already creating more space. Take this off our throttle body. Take this whole thing with us, we can. Right, I like the way this has gone so far. That broke. But it's okay because it still holds it pretty good there. So, and this isn't technically in the way, but it's easy to move because I feel like it's just in my face. We're making progress. We're gonna replace this one. This one's already leaking. And I have some of these in my van, so we'll go ahead and replace that one. Just gonna figure out our length here, about there. Oh, well, that just snapped, didn't it? I'm just gonna dab a little super glue on here. We're just gonna disconnect our throttle body from here and let them hang. It's a little dirty. It's a zombie apocalypse alarm. Get ready for it. That means it's lunchtime.
I invited. Oh my goofy.
I think this one might be the Dr. Pepper.
All right.
I'm not 100% sure though.
Gotcha.
This is Dr. Pepper.
I don't know which one you want to.
Oh, we don't know what's what.
But this one's Dr. Pepper. Yeah,
Okay.
This one's Dr. Pepper.
Well, yeah, I'll switch this
Just
one out.
like it.
I don't have. Oh, I have two cup holders.
You want a cup holder thing? 'Cause we can't take it back.
Yeah, if you could do that, yeah. All right.
Have a good one.
You too. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, so we're obviously grabbing lunch. Got a free drink. That was cool. This isn't sponsored by Cane's either, by the way. I just really like Cane's. And see that? This is why we're changing the whole valve cover, because that seal's leaking. And you see what happens? Oil gets in here, gets in the boot. Now this one I think I can clean, but hopefully none of the other boots are destroyed from the oil. and we can clean them up. But stuff like this will cause a misfire. I want to save the rubber hose. Trying to add heat to kind of soften it up a little bit. I don't know if it's going to work, but it is starting to work. Just got to be careful not to burn anything, like the hose. I see it's starting to crack, but before we go any further, guys, I'm just gonna, just in case we drop something. Lord. Got one more bolt. Dang it. Why you guys didn't tell me about that? Okay. Yeah, that's filled with oil. That one's dry. Okay, good. So it's just one we gotta worry about. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pull that plug out and let the oil just go in the cylinder. And when we start it, we'll burn it out the cylinder. Alright, see if we got carb cleaner. We usually keep this stuff in stock. Yep. Brand new again. Alright, got the head surface out clean. Now we can slap on our new valve cover. Alright, just tighten it down. Okay, so this valve cover now is fully installed. Everything's plugged back in. Ignition coils are clean, back in place. Hoses are back. The only one I didn't reconnect is this one. I'm going to remove this with some heat like I did on that side once I get this valve cover off. And then I'll probably heat it up and reinstall it on that side. And you get the idea. But basically we're trying to save this hose. So we're going to do the same thing over here that we did over there. Alright, so guys, you can check the progress out. Got the old valve cover off, cleaned up the surface. Now I'm getting ready to add some fresh sealant there, and then we're gonna lube up these spark plug O-rings here, and then slap the new valve cover on.
Did you see a little white dog run by?
No ma'am, I'm sorry.
That's okay, not your fault. Hey.
No problem. Just need a little dab. So I'll lube these up. Alright, I think that's us. Alright, so this hose completely wound up cracking, and it's just too hard. I can't flex it around these curves. So we got a brand new one I picked up from the auto parts store and installed it, and I'm just gonna take care of it for the client. And now we can move on. Alrighty, so everything's back together. All that's left to do now is change the oil and clean everything off the best we can. Alright guys, that's gonna wrap this repair up. It's running, no more leaks, no more smoke. The client added a few things I did off camera, like topping off the AC and correcting the tire pressures. But anyway guys, hit that subscribe and like button. I really appreciate it. Thank you guys for all your support, and I will see you next time.